Welcome back, Pokemon fans. Angel of the Night here. We are back again with more Pokemon TCG Pocket, and as you can see, we're getting into a PvP battle versus DaddyFrags. This could be a little bit of a rocky commentary because I've never commentated TCG before, so please bear with me. So first things first, we win the coin flip, which means that we're going to be able to attack first. So we take a look at our hand. We have two Blitzels, which are considered as basic Pokemon. You have to put one into our active slot and one onto our bench. I know you can see that there's a Zebstrika there, but that will come later. We cannot do any evolutions until the second turn. First card we pull is a Professor's Research, which means that we're going to draw two cards. We're going to get a Pokeball and a Dubwool. And of course, we have two Pokeball cards that we can play in order to get a basic Pokemon each. So the first Pokemon that we pull is an Electabuzz. Our deck has to be shuffled every turn. That gets placed onto the bench. And of course, we're going to play our second Pokeball card, which allows us to pull another basic Pokemon, which is going to be Wooloo. So we're going to put Wooloo onto the bench as well. I know you guys see the Dubwool there. Don't worry, that comes later. We do have to end the turn because we do not have any electric energy here at this time to be able to make an attack. So now we go into our opponent. Our opponent has a Ponyta placed onto the bench as a Professor's Research draws two cards. And as you can see, there is a Fire Energy on the other side. So that can actually be attached to a Pokemon in the event that they want to do so. They used the Pokeball, grabbed a basic Pokemon, and of course they're going to use a second Pokeball card, just like we did, and pull another basic Pokemon out of the deck. And of course you can see that they've actually obtained a Moltres. Now Moltres and Snorlax are two Pokemon that I don't really want to see at this time, just mainly because of the high HP, plus as well the high attack damage. If you take a look at Snorlax, there is 4 energy cards required in order to do rollout, and of course there's 3 for Moltres. He's already got 1. Now it is our turn here. As you can see, we've got an electric energy. We're going to attach that to Blitzel, and of course because it is our second turn, we can evolve Blitzel into Zebstrika. So we're going to do so there now. You can take a look. We do have 2 support cards that are there. We also do still have Dubwool. But the nice thing about Zebstrika's card is that we can attack any Pokemon that's on the active slot or on the bench. So we actually did Thunder Spear, which did 30 damage to Moltres. Our opponent has drawn a Professor's Research and drawn 2 cards. And of course now we await to see what is going to take place. Okay, so it looks like they have a Chansey. So Chansey has been placed onto the bench as a basic Pokemon. And of course they've attached the Fire Energy off to Snorlax. 3 more energies and they can actually do their rollout attack. So we actually managed to pull another Wooloo, but we can't use it at this time as we only have 3 slots for our bench. We do end up evolving Wooloo on our bench to Dubwool, and we attach an electric energy to the Electabuzz. From there, we can go for the Thunder Spear and attack one of the opposing Pokemon yet again. We've decided to go into the Moltres. That takes them from 70 down to 40. We're looking pretty good right now, as long as Snorlax doesn't get to set up. So they get 2 more, another energy card onto their Snorlax, which means that they have 2 energies out of their 4. They have a potion card, which regains 20 HP back to Moltres, bringing it back up to 60. And it is now my turn yet again, where I can get a Tauros card. We're going to attach a second energy card to the Electabuzz, meaning that we can now do our Thunder Punch move if that Pokemon does go into the active slot. From here, I'm taking a look at my cards, I'm debating on what I want to do, but essentially we're just going to go for the Thunder Spear and go in for the attack this turn. We've actually selected into the Snorlax, doing 30 damage off onto their 150, bringing them down to 120. Our opponent has drawn a card, and as you can see, they have another energy that they can drop onto their team, and they're going to put it onto the Snorlax, bringing it to 3. Okay, our turn here yet again. We actually draw a card, which is Pinurchin. We do have the ability to use a support card, or we can use an electric energy and make some shifts here. So I'm debating on if I want to go for the Thunder Spear here, but we're going to attach another electric energy because the risk is too high. We're going to bring Zebstrika back, go out to the Electabuzz. We're going to go for the Thunder Punch, and if we get heads on a coin flip, that does 20 more damage than what it would have done initially. Okay, if it was tails, we would have only been able to do 40 damage. So we've actually brought their Snorlax down to 40 HP, which is insanely wild. Now, our opponent is able to evolve their Ponyta into Rapidash. They also had a Potion card in their hand, so they actually regain their Snorlax to 60, and they drop their Fire Energy onto Snorlax, bringing out that rollout attack into Electabuzz. So unfortunately for us, DaddyFrags gets a point. Now at this time we have to debate, are we going to bring Zebstrika back in? And we do. So that's actually a pretty good call because we can attack any Pokemon onto the field. So we actually have the ability to put an Electric Energy onto Dubwool, and we put Pinarchin into our bench. From there we go for the Thunder Sphere, and we are going to attack an opposing Pokemon, which is going to be Snorlax. From there it's our opponent's turn. They get a Fire Energy, of course. They draw a card, and we're waiting for their turn. So they actually put the energy onto their Moltres. Getting a little bit scary with Moltres. Okay, from here Snorlax has gone for the rollout, did 70 damage, and of course we live by 20. We pull another card, which is going to be Sabrina. We attach an Electric Energy onto Dubwool. We use a Potion onto Zebstrika, gaining back 20 HP. And of course now we're going to go for the Thunder Sphere, and you know what? We're going to take out Snorlax. Snorlax is down and out. That means that we also gain a point as well. Again, 3 points, and you can win the match. So our opponent here now has about 20 seconds to choose what they're going to want to do. They have to put a card into play. Okay, they've chosen their Rapidash. Now, it looks like there's only one energy required in order to be able to do their attack. Okay, they're going to use the red card. And of course, they've reshuffled my entire hand into the deck. And I've gotten a Professor's Research, a Pinarchin, and a Sabrina. They've also placed a Charmander onto their bench and attached a Fire Energy onto Rapidash. From there, they're going to go for the Fire main, and they are going to be able to knock out Zebstrika. That means that that is 2 points for my opponent, DaddyFrags. From here, we actually have to place a Pokemon onto the field, and why not bring in Dubwool? We're going to do that. We've also drawn a Hand Scope, putting an Electric Energy onto Dubwool, and putting another Pinarchin onto the bench. From there, we're going to draw 2 cards with the Professor's Research, and of course, we've pulled a Zebstrika and a Dubwool. From there, we have Sabrina, and we're looking at our cards here, of course. We're going to evolve one of the Blitzel into Zebstrika, and then of course we're going to also attack with our Dubwool, doing 80 damage into the Rapidash. From there they've drawn a card onto their hand from their deck, and of course they're going to evolve their Charmander into Charmeleon. Okay, they've swapped out the Rapidash to a Chansey. And of course we still have Dubwool onto the field, which means that we can only do about 80 damage. They've attached a Fire Energy to their Charmeleon. We've attached an Electric Energy onto Zebstrika. And then of course what we're going to do is we're going to retreat the Dubwool for the Zebstrika. From there we're going to go for the Thunder Sphere, and we're going to attack the Rapidash, meaning that we're going to be able to pick up a KO. Okay, so that should be 2 points for us, 2 points for our opponent, DaddyFrags. Okay, it is the opponent's turn here yet again. They've gained a new Fire Energy. And of course, they have a card in their hand. Okay, they've drawn the Charizard card, Charizard EX. They've evolved Charmeleon into Charizard. And of course they've also got another red card, which means that all of my cards go back into my deck, and I get reshuffled, and new cards are drawn. So we've got Wooloo, Tauros, and Sabrina. They've also attached a Spearow to their bench. Okay, Fire Energy has been attached to Charizard. It is now our turn yet again. We've drawn a Sabrina card. We also have an Electric Energy we're going to attach to Dubwool. And of course we're going to attack with the Thunder Sphere into the Moltres, taking it down to 30 HP. Okay, it is our opponent's turn here. They have no cards left to draw from their deck, and we are waiting for their turn. Okay, they've evolved Spearow into Pharaoh. and attached a fire energy to Chansey. Okay, and now it's our turn here again, so what we do is we draw a card from our deck. We do have an electric energy, and we're going to attach that to the Dubwool, and of course now we're going to go for the Thunder Spear into the Moltres, taking up the KO, granting us the win of 3 points against our opponent. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode there today. If you did, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Be sure to post your comments in the comment section below, and I will catch you guys in the next upload. Take care, have a good one, and as always, peace out.